topic for today is flipping. This year, economic survey 2022-2023 is talking about there is a topic called flipping. What is this flipping? Okay, flipping. If Indian companies, any Indian companies, so mainly it may be startup company or any Indian companies transfer their ownership, data and IPR, okay, all Indian companies transfer their data, ownership, IPR to foreign country, then it is called as flipping. So why this flipping is in use? Because as we know that more and more Indian companies are shifting their complete base. That is what flipping. They're shifting complete their base from India to other countries. Which means what? Take an example, there is a company called A. This company A, they will shift their base to, okay, this company A is there in India, the base is India. This company A will go for what? Shifting their complete base to a country called Mauritius. It's called as flipping. Yeah, sir, why? Why this flipping is taking place? See, Indian company will shift their complete base to other country because of some reason. First one, maybe because of tax rules. I'll come back. Why the tax rules? Second, legal rules. Maybe because of some legal rules, they'll shift over there. Third, maybe the double tax avoidance agreement. There's an agreement between, I'll explain what is double tax avoidance agreement. Come back, sir. Sir, why an Indian company will shift, okay, their complete base, ownership, data, IPR, everything to a foreign company? First thing is tax. Take an example, an Indian company has to pay a tax call on their profit. They have to pay corporate tax. Maybe in India, the corporate tax will be 25 to 40%. Maybe. Okay, it is exactly 25.17 for Indian company, 40% for foreign company. So as they have to pay corporate tax of what? 25 to 40%. But in some countries, mainly the countries like what? Tax haven countries, mainly tax haven countries. So in that country, as the tax rate are lesser, maybe corporate tax is lesser, maybe 5% or 10%. To avoid the tax, the companies will go for what? Shifting their base, which is called as flipping, which is called as economic survey has come up with a concept called what? Flipping. So that is the first reason. Second reason, in that particular country, there may be, okay, rules related to company establishment. Legal rules are lesser. Maybe one more point also, I'll come back to that. One more is skilled labor. Even that is also reason, sir. Skilled labor. But what is this double tax avoidance agreement? See, double tax avoidance agreement. Assume that India have signed up double tax avoidance agreement with Mauritius. According to this agreement, it says that double tax, which means to avoid the tax payment double, okay, they signed this agreement, double tax avoidance agreement. According to this agreement, it says that whatever the company, if the company makes profit in other country, they have to pay the tax only in the registered country. Which means if the company A, if they're registered in India and if they're doing the business in B, they need not to pay the tax in B. okay, or Mauritius, they have to pay the tax in India, sir. Take an example. If Mauritius, like Mauritius, if the company registered in Mauritius, if they're doing the business in India, if they make the profit in India, they need not to pay the tax in India. They have to pay the tax in which country, sir? Mauritius. So because of that, as Mauritius, Cayman Island, Panama, okay, Luxembourg, all these countries are tax haven countries where the tax rates are very less, tax rules are, okay, tax rates are very less. So most of the Indian companies are moving towards, okay, completely they're shifting their ownership, data, IPR, everything to those countries where the tax rate is less, one, where Indian government have signed, okay, a double tax avoidance agreement with them, so that if complete ownership is shifted, and if they make profit in India, they can say to Indian tax authorities that we will pay the tax in Mauritius because Indian government has signed double tax avoidance agreement with them, we'll pay the tax over there. So which means Indian government is also losing the tax revenue. That is why economic survey is suggesting Indian government to do the reverse spliffing, and it is also suggesting the government to go for what? Amending the rules related to DTAA, double tax avoidance agreement, so that the companies will not go for flipping. Rather than that, any company which is having a business in India, if they have a headquarters, if they claim that they have a headquarters in tax haven countries, let them shift their base to India, which is called as reverse spliffing and spliffing, which is in news according to economic survey of 2022-2023, which will be I can say that important topic for what? UPSC prelims. Thank you so much.